Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So obviously I look a little strange. I was decided to do a video showing just a little demo using that new holiday palette from Avon for the love of makeup. I know people in the past have asked me to do a lot more like look videos and demos with the makeup, and I just get like where I feel so self-conscious, and I don't know, I'm not always comfortable doing that, but I know there's some of you guys that really like that, and so I feel like I need to do that more. It's just, I really had to force myself to do it because I'm just not really that comfortable. But I thought I would do one with this palette. Obviously I have half my face done already and my lips on. This is just like a kind of an everyday look that we're going to the movies tonight. The theater that we go to at the Henry Ford in Dearborn, they have like a giant screen. It's huge, and they do Throwback Thursday movies where they're like old movies. And tonight is Raiders of the Lost Ark. So we're going to go see that because neither one of us have seen it, Keith or I, on the big screen, like on, in a theater. So this is just, an everyday look that I came up with just using the palette and some other Avon stuff, and I thought I would show you guys how I got this look. And yeah, so I already have, obviously my foundation and powder on, concealer, brows, and my lip gloss is this Ultra Glazewear from Avon. It's the color Nude. I just wanted something comfortable and easy to wear, for going to the movies and whatever. Nobody wants to wear a dramatic red lip when you're going to the movies and you're sharing a pop with your husband or your boyfriend, and you're eating popcorn and stuff like that. It's just not practical. I also used my True Color Glimmer Stick in Black and Green that I love so much, and also my Avon True Color Mascara in Wide Awake Black. So I used the contour shade, a blush, and the highlight. So I'll do that first, and I'll tell you guys again, this palette is currently available for $19.99 through the holidays with Avon, and it is a really nice palette. I've been quite impressed with it. Now, the sheet, it has two sheets with the color names. I have taken those off because it's very difficult to work with the palette when you have those sheets on, but I have taken them off. However, I save them, so that I can use it for reference and everything. And I really like how they did tell you the color names, because a lot of times they don't. So make sure I'm looking at it the right way. Okay. So I used the Fawn Contour, the Plum Radiance, and the Pearl Highlight on my cheeks, which is, I don't want to show you guys, blind you guys. Let me see if I can do it that way. So this is the contour, this is the blush, and then next to that is the highlight. So I'll get started with that. I just did a little bit of contour, really not even anything significant, just to show you guys what it looks like. It's a very cool toned contour. It's this one right here. It's just really easy. I only put it a little bit on the hollow of my cheek. And the brush that I'm going to use for it is an e.l.f. blending brush. I really like this brush. I use it a lot. It's one of the more pricier brushes that e.l.f. has, but I like it a lot, especially for days like today when I just want to throw on some blush and contour and stuff like that and go. So just put a little bit there. And I always feel like you have to say this because there's always going to be somebody on YouTube that has to make a comment and say, well, that's not the way I would do it, or that's not how you're supposed to do it. This isn't a tutorial. This is just me doing my daily makeup on the camera so that people can see the palette in action. So don't get all up in arms if I don't do it the correct way, okay? So just putting a little bit in the hollow area. I always just like where I can feel my cheekbone, I push, and that's where I try to put it. Just a little bit there. And then the blush again is the plum color, which is this one here. My nails look terrible, so don't pay any attention to those. Almost dropped the palette there. Don't want to do that. And I'm just going to use the same brush for my blush and contour, just because it's like an easy, it's just easier that way. The sun is really bright right now. So it's kind of hard to see if I have them even. I'm going to use the mirror that I have here and check it. Okay, looks pretty even. Maybe this side could be a little bit darker. Okay, and then I'm going to use the highlight shade, which is this one right here. And it's kind of yellow, but it's not too bad. And I'm just going to take a little bit, also using an e.l.f. small tapered brush. And I just picked up a little bit, and I'm just going to right along the top of my cheekbone there. I know, like, there's some people that say you shouldn't use a highlight, like a shimmering highlight, when you're over 30 or whatever. Well, I'm 46, and I like shimmer, so that's the way it is. But, yeah, so just kind of putting that right there. Always, never can glow too much, right? Let me check the mirror there. Okay, looks pretty okay. Blend this out just a little bit more. Up into there. Now I already have eyeshadow primer on and my eyebrows. So what I'm gonna do next is put my shadow on. I'm moving stuff out of my way so that I can try to show you guys to the best of my capabilities what colors I used and how I did them. So I actually used 6 of the eyeshadows here, and I'll tell you the names. It's kind of hard. I used, well, you know what? I'll show you the ones I used first, and then I'll tell you the names afterwards. So I used this matte here and this matte here, and then I used this matte and these 2 green shimmers. This one that's more of a green, and this one that's more of like a sagey green. I used those 2. So I used 6 shades altogether. Oh, and also the matte highlight cream right there. I used that. So I just don't have room. I haven't done one of these kind of videos in so long that I kind of forgot how to do them the right way. So I kind of got jacked up when I was doing my makeup because I put one shadow down first that I didn't really like. So it's kind of weird. But the first one that I'm gonna do is, actually I'm gonna, there we go. First one I'm gonna do is, I gotta put my sheet back over there. I'm sorry, this is so disorganized, you guys. I'm usually not that way. Tawny, which is like a mid-tone type of, it's this one right here, my finger's right above it. That one's Tawny. It's just like a mid-tone brown. So I'm picking it up a little bit on this fluffy blending brush that I have. And I just, actually, okay, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit here. And I'm going to kind of use a viewfinder as a mirror, even though I know I shouldn't do that. So I'm just putting it in the crease transition area. Yeah, I apologize. I'll do another one of these that's a little bit more organized and better. I just, yeah, like I said, I haven't done one of these in a super long time, and I kind of forgot what I was doing. So that's what I did, and I didn't like it, and I thought it was too dark. So I decided that I kind of wanted to go over it and blend it out a little bit more with something that was kind of lighter. So then what I went to was, let me lay my thing over there. It's called Toast, which is a lighter shade of matte brown, which is this one here, right there. So I took that and I kind of went over like this in here. I ran out of my Avon eyeshadow primer, and I realized that that's my favorite eyeshadow primer now. I didn't think that I liked it that much. Like, I didn't think it was the best eyeshadow primer in the universe, but since I have been using so many other ones, yeah, I really, really, really like the Avon. It's nice. So I'm going to order it again because I don't want to be out of it anymore. So this side looks like it's going to end up being a little bit darker than my right eye, but that's okay. I can always go back in and fix it in the end if it is. Okay, so then I took, for the crease color, I wanted some of that teal that's up in the top. So I took this one that's called Aqua. And it is that bright, oh, I'm sorry, not Aqua. That's the wrong color. See, I'm so disorganized right now, you guys. It's called Marine Blue, I think. It's the fourth one over. Marine Blue. So it's kind of like a bluish green, and it is this darker one, right? I can get my finger down above it, right there, that I'm pointing to. So that is called Marine Blue. And let me grab my crease brush for that. Just a really tapered crease brush. I won these Sonia Kashuk brushes in a giveaway quite a while ago from Ms. Q Beautiful. She's fabulous. And I really like these brushes. I use them in my daily routine, like all the time. So I'm just picking up some of that teal. Well, I call it teal. And I'm putting it in the crease. Doing that windshield wiper motion back and forth. And then I'll bring it up a little bit too. Put just a little bit more. Yeah, next time I'll have my setup better. I'm already seeing how I should have done this, but I'm not used to working with such a big palette when I do one of these looks. Usually I'm just demoing for you guys like an eyeshadow quad or something, or mascara, and I forgot how to set up, but now I've got the hang of it, I think. Okay, so now I'm going to blend that out. Going back to my fluffy blender brush from Sonia Kashuk. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit darker than my right eye, but again, that's how it goes sometimes. I can go back and fix that later. Okay, and then for lid, I have another e.l.f. brush. This is just one of their $1 professional eyeshadow brushes. It's like that C brush. Hopefully it'll hold together. I need to glue. I should just go get another one. They're only $1, right? But the it keeps coming undone. So now I used 2 shimmer shades on the lid. I used, let me look at my little sheet here. I used Moss and Forest. So they are these 2 shimmer shades right here. These 2. So I'm going to take the lightest one, which is Forest, this one, and I'm going to use it on the inner part of my eye, and then I'm going to take Moss. I'm going to use Moss on the inner part of my eye, and then I'm going to go ahead and use Forest on the outer part. And since that is a shimmer shade, you know, you got to kind of be mindful of fallout, but these aren't too bad. So I got my brush, and I'm dipping it into the sage color here. And I'm going to go ahead and put that on the inner part of the eyelid. I think that's a really, really pretty color of green. I love greens anyways. I'm like a big fan of green eyeshadow. Love them. So go into like the inside to the middle with that shade. And then I'm just going to use the same brush. I'm not even going to clean it off or anything. I'm going to go ahead and get in that forest shade, which is the one next to it, which is more of like a brighter green. And I'm going to go on the outside part into the middle. Yeah, I should have been set up better. Again, I apologize for that, but I'll do another look in a couple days with this palette, because there's so many possibilities. It's a really, really nice palette. I think it performs exceptionally well. I have a little eye thing here. Okay. So I just kind of blended those all in where they would meet. So, and then I'm going to take, go back into that matte green shade, which is the marine blue. Using my same brush, because, you know, I just picked up a little bit of it. I'm going to run it under my lower lash line here. I was hoping this video wouldn't be like a half an hour long or anything. Okay, so now we have done that. So then I'm going to grab my liner, which, like I said, is this black and green glimmer stick that I'm super, super, super addicted to. I can't stop using it. And I'm just going to tight line on my upper and lower lash line. And the way I do that is I just kind of stick it in there and go. I mean, I don't know if this is like the, you know, I don't know the exact way to do it, but I have really wrinkly eyelids, and it's hard to line my upper lid. So usually I just tight line, and then if I get it onto the lower lash line, I just smudge it out, you know, like I meant to do it that way. And actually I just kind of blooped, but that's okay. Sorry, I don't want to be off camera. I got a Q-tip. I guess I should get it. I have like a little something right there. And then I'll do like the inside of my lower lash line. I just love this black and green so much. It's my favorite eyeliner. I use it constantly. I have to like tear myself away from it. So then I'm going to take that e.l.f. shadow brush, like that C brush, and I'm just going to blend this where I got the eyeliner smeared down there. I'm going to blend it in with my that shadow that I placed down there. Kind of smudge it out and make it a little bit on the smokier side. And throw a little bit more over here because it looks like I have more going on this. Okay, and then onto mascara. Where did I set it? Right here is my Avon True Color Wide Awake mascara in black. I really, really like this mascara. It's starting to dry out. I'm going to have to order another one, and that should show you how much I actually like it, because I'm going to order another one. I never order Avon mascaras other than just to try them out for you guys. So I'm kind of, you know, I mean, this is like the first time I'm actually going to order the Avon mascara. And that reminds me, before I put the mascara on, I'm going to put a little bit of highlight under my eyebrow. I'm looking for my brush over here. Here it is. So I used this color, which I think it's called Shell. And it's just this matte shade right here. Right there. Before I do my mascara. So I got a, this is actually, this brush, I think it came from Coastal Scents. And I kind of like, it's just a regular eyeshadow brush, but I like the way, because it fits like right under the eyebrow, the way it's arched there. So I usually use that, so I got some of that Shell, and I'm just gonna put that under there. kind of make sure if I have any harsh lines or edges, I can blur them out. I put a little bit more in that transition area just to see if I can lighten it up so that it matches my other eye better. I think that's helped a little. I got a wonky eyebrow. And then I'm also going to put a little bit on the inside here where I have dark. I get dark shadows there. And then sometimes I take some more because, you know, I'm not a makeup artist or an expert, and sometimes I get like an unevenness over here. So I'll take a little bit on a brush and I just kind of make a line like that, and then I blend it up, and it kind of helps to smooth that out and make it look more uniform, you know, if you don't have everything exactly even. That's just what I do. Probably not the correct makeup application way, but okay. So now back to the mascara. Brush looks like this. Yeah, this isn't a particularly wet formula of a mascara anyways, and I've been using it so much since I got it, so I think it's starting to get on the dried out side, so I'm definitely gonna have to order another one. But it's a really, really nice mascara. And then doing the bottom lash line. Whoops. I did bring a Q-tip with me to clean up if I need to. And I'll put another coat on the top. And I guess I'll call that good. So I like I said, again, this one was kind of wonky. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I will do another one with a little bit better setup so that you guys can see. But that's the look that I got using, you know, 6 of the shadows from the palette. And I can zoom it back in again, actually, in case you just want to see how it looks when it's finished. But they're really nice shadows. I mean, I'm kind of surprised, impressed with the quality. I shouldn't say surprised, impressed with the quality. So very nice. And there's lots of different looks that I can come up with these shadows. So I'll definitely do another video in a couple days for you guys. It'll be a little bit, hopefully not as long and a little bit better organized. But thank you so much for tuning in. And if you've purchased this palette, let me know how you like it. And if you have any questions about it, absolutely make sure to ask me, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And I'll see you guys in the next video.